Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm doing something really quite random. I don't really know how it's going to turn out because I haven't seen it on an inspo picture or anything. I just randomly thought of it, and it's one of those where I need to just do it before I forget what I'm thinking of. Don't know how it's going to pan out or if it's going to be any good or anything, but we're not going to know until we give it a go. So I thought, let's give it a go basically. So I'm going to be using 4 different colours. Well, 5 different colours including white and black. So we're doing black. We're going to start with the black, do like an outline sort of thing first, and then we're going to go in with this pink from the Gel Box UK. I don't know what pink it is because again it's got no colour on the bottom. And then we've got Ariel, which is a bright orange, and then there's no colour on the bottom of my yellow one either, which is really frustrating. But yeah, so they're just a bright pink, a bright yellow and a bright orange basically. That's all you really need to know. And then I'm going to be using the, like I said, white and black. So I'm going to use pure white today. There is 2 different whites. I'm going to use pure white and then the black as well. Definitely need to clean the bottle of the black because it has definitely seen better days. Just going to pop all the colours there so they're ready for me to grab. I'm just going to pop some black on my palette. I was going to do the colours first, but I'm going to do the black first instead. So I'm just popping some black onto my palette. I go through black so easily, so quickly is what I was trying to say. It's just a staple colour, isn't it? So I'm going to go ahead and do the sort of outline shape. I want to make sure that they're all different, but obviously the same sort of design, so they're all the same sort of thing. I'm just going to do a rough version first. I don't know what this is called. If there is a name for this design and anyone knows what it is, please tell me. I did the same sort of thing in a recent Chrome video, that isolated Chrome video. I did the same sort of thing in that. I didn't know what to call it in there either on that video. There probably is a name. There's a name for everything, isn't there? I just never know what it is. There's a little hair underneath this that's attached, I think, to the blue tack underneath this nail. Just want to make sure it's out of my way, which is not really going very well. There we go. Okay, so sorry, just getting that hair off. And then I'm going to go down here, like so. I don't know what it is about this sort of design, but it really like hurts my brain. It looks really easy to do. Like when you see it on like pictures of the people's nails and stuff, it looks really simple, like it's just shapes. But when I come to actually do it, it really confuses me. I'm not 100% sure why, but I sort of have to just do it before I give myself a chance to overthink it, because my brain gets in a bit of a kerfuffle the more I pay attention to what I'm doing, which makes no sense. You'd think it'd be the other way around. I'm just filling that in. Neaten up that line a bit, make that area a little bit smaller so we've got a bit thicker black. And then I just need to fill in that top bit. That's better. And then that one is done for that step. So I've left 3 spaces because that's where I'm going to be putting my bright colours. So that's what that one looks like. I'm going to pop that one into the lamp to cure while I do the other nails. Preferably place it away from me. So on to the next one now. I'm going to do the same thing, but just try and do it differently this time. So I'm going to start at this top corner and work my way over to the other side of the nail. My problem is when I'm trying to do a design like a few times the same, my brain just cannot cope with symmetry and stuff. But then when I want to do it differently, when I'm not looking at the other one, my brain just happens to do it the exact same way. It's really confusing and frustrating. I had to file this bit down here where this rough area is. I'm just going over now because I accidentally dropped a smidge of acetone into the little container that I keep my tips in. So of course it melted them and stuck a couple together, so I've had to pull them apart and what's it called? File. I think that needs to be more curved. It looks a bit strange. And I'm going to cut that a bit short so we've got a thicker bit of black. I don't want it to be symmetrical. So that's that one. I think I'm just going to fill it in off camera because that's the boring part, and it's obviously very simple to do. I don't need to teach you how to fill it in. I'm just going to adjust it a little. There's a hair there as well. How frustrating is that? I'm just going to adjust it a little bit because, like I said, I didn't want it to be like these sides symmetrical sort of thing. So I'm just going to bring this one down even more, and then a bit further up at the bottom, like so. Just tweaking it ever so slightly. That's better. And then I'm just going to fill it in. Okay, so now I'm looking at them both. That's what that one looks like now it's filled in. But because I've done this one so thin and that one so thick, I think I need to thicken this one up, which is really annoying. So I'm just going to quickly do that off camera. Okay, so I've just thickened isn't a word, is it? I was going to say thicked it up and then realised that that definitely wasn't a word. But I've just thickened that up a little bit. So now we can do the third one. I'm keeping them two right in front of me just to make sure that I don't do the same thing again accidentally. So we've got gaps here and here and here on the other one, there and there and there. So I'm thinking to do this one the other way round and have the two gaps at the top. So I'm going to just bring that down here. I think this, oh, okay, that was definitely a bit too small. We didn't need to do that. Just wiped that off to start again quick. But what I meant is, like, I want this one to be still going to end up quite similar to the first one, isn't it? Why is this so difficult? If I was planning on having them all the same, it'd be really difficult for me to figure it out. But as soon as I want them all to look different, and I'm purposely trying to do that, it suddenly becomes difficult to make them different, which is very annoying. But I think, well, that's very similar, isn't it? It's basically the same. How has that even happened? It's so frustrating, honest to God. Right, I'm just going to go with it, and we're going to just, how can I tweak this to make it not so similar? I'm going to start again. Okay, here we go again. I'm going to try again. So I don't want a gap here. I don't want one there or here. I don't know how I'm going to do it. So if I did one directly in the middle of this side, not near the top or the bottom, and then one here, and then here. Now that's the same as the other one. Can you actually believe this? Why is this so difficult? You're probably all shouting at the screen telling me how to do this, and I am just really stupidly struggling. Let me just pause for a second, really think this through. Okay, I've done this. I'm going with this because it's just driving me insane. And I don't know why I'm really that bothered when it's literally just on display tips. It really doesn't matter as much as I make it out to, does it? So we're going with this now. It didn't take me as long as I thought it would to figure it out. But to be fair, I'm still not overly happy because I do think it is still very similar to that one I've just showed you, the one that I've just removed this from, thinking that it's copied. It is still very similar, but I've come to the conclusion that there's no way around it. There's only going to be so many ways that you can fit 3 shapes on a nail. So it's not the end of the world, it's all good. We're just going to fill it in now, and then once this is filled in, we can fill in the other bits with the colour. Okay, so that's the 3 of them. This is the first one. No, it's not. This is the second one that we did. This is the first one, and this is the last one. They're all cured now. So I've just popped a little bit of each colour on my palette, and we're going to go straight in and apply those to the nail. I'm going to use my shorter liner brush for this, just because they're smaller areas to cover. So I'm going to do the pink first, just because it's the one nearest to my hand. I'm just going to do the outline first to get that how I want it, right up to the black. I've popped this little blob there so I can keep going back into that and picking up some more colour. I could just use the bottle brush to fill in the rest, but I'm not going to, because even though it would technically be the non-lazy way to do it, I am being too lazy and can't even be bothered to unscrew the lid to the bottle to be able to do that, which probably makes, well, which definitely makes no sense, but here we are. It's fine. Making sure I'm getting right up to that black line. So that's the pink. Next up, I'm going to do the yellow. This yellow is so bright, it's amazing. It's proper highlighty yellow, this one. And last but not least, the orange. I'm going to fill in the others off camera just to prevent this video being quite so long and repetitive. That one's done. I'm going to pop it in the lamp. Okay, we're back out of the lamp now. I'm just tidying up a little bit because I'm not very good at doing it as I go along. The dog is literally stood to my left, just staring at me, and every now and then doing a really silly grunty bark sort of thing, because she is needy and wants my attention 24/7. When I'm sat in the living room, she is barking to go into my conservatory for the nail room, and then when I'm in the nail room, she's moaning at me because inevitably I'm not paying her any attention because I am working of some sort, either by doing YouTube videos or with a client. Either way, she's not getting attention and she's not happy about it. So I don't know why she begs to come in here. But anyway, these are what the nails look like now. So we've got this one. Oh gosh, terrible focus then. This one. And this one. And I'm going to be putting some stamping on them, which wasn't my original plan. I was going to use white, but I purposely didn't put it on my palette because I wasn't sure whether I was going to go ahead with that plan or not. I was going to do white and do like some dots on the pink and some lines on the orange and something else on the yellow or something. But I've decided I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do some black stamping, so you can only see the stamping on the coloured areas instead of, obviously the black area will already be black, so it will blend in. So I've chose this plate, which is it's from Moira. It's this one, and it's plate 27 called Dreamology. It's a beautiful, beautiful plate, and I use this whenever I have the chance. It's got some really cool designs on it. So I'm just going to wipe over the whole thing, preferably with a new lint wipe because that one's already got black all over it. And I'm going to use 3 different designs from this because I want to see how they all look over the 3 nails. I don't want them all the same because it's a bit boring. So I'm going to use, I think, this one, and this one up here, just for us to see. Oh, I might use this one actually, because they're quite similar. So I might do this one, and that one, because they're all very different. So we're going to give that a go. Oh, just stung the dog by accident. Not aggressively, by the way. It was literally just my slipper. She's fine. She's just very dramatic. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So let's get my first nail. And I'm going to be using black stamping polish. I'm using the Moyu one. Easily accessible. I like the Moyu stamping polishes because I just grab them off Amazon. So they're easy to get whenever I run out. And obviously most of the time it comes the next day. So that's really handy. So I'm just cleaning off, oh gosh, cleaning off my plate. So leave it in camera. There we go. And then popping my polish on. I'm sorry if you can hear that like licking noise. It's the dog. She never does it when it's most inconvenient. So I'm just going to pick that up and then pop it straight on. So this image is not quite big enough for this nail. So I am just going to stretch it over a little bit. So I'm going to pop it down at the top and then pull it down as I apply to make sure it covers the whole nail. And then that is what it looks like. Very, very cool. I love that. So next I'm going to apply this top corner one. I'm just popping my polish over the top, pulling it down, and then picking that up on my stamper. Again, obviously this plate is the same size as the other one, so it isn't going to fit. So I am going to drag it again. That's cool. That is really cool. I love that. And then last but not least, we're going to do this top corner one here. So I'm just going to go straight in with my black stamping polish. Wipe it over it. Just going to go over that on twice. And then again, stretch it over the nail. Amazing. So I am just going to do a quick clean up around the areas I don't want the stamp to be. Just because you can very, very vaguely see it around the edge. So I'm just going to use a brush with a little bit of acetone on, not too much because I don't want it to flood and go on areas that I want the polish to be. I'm just going around that and taking off the excess. I won't do it all on camera, I'll do the other two off camera. Just smudge that a little bit, so you need to be more careful, but it's a lesson learnt. And then that is it. I just need to top coat, so that's what it looks like. So I'll top coat them all with you in a sec. I'm just going to get all the excess off the other two as well. Okay, so last step, we're just going to apply some top coat. I love this one. This pattern is so pretty. It's not too much, but enough for you to see, which is obviously what we want, but that is that one. Next up, we've got this one. I'm so good at over top coating. It's really annoying and I can't get out of the habit. But that's that one anyway. Very cool. And then last but not least, we've got this one here. And that is what that one looks like. So I'm just going to pop them all in the lamp now to fully cure that top coat, and then I'll show you what they all look like at the end. This is the finished look. I absolutely love them. They're so different and quirky. I love the bright and the different, like the contrast of the black with the bright is what I was trying to say, but I don't know why it wouldn't come out of my mouth. But anyway, so happy with how these turned out. I think this one's definitely my favourite. I love that pattern. It's just beautiful. But I love all of them, to be honest, but definitely this one, then this one, then this one. Let me know your favourites in the comments. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I was thinking of going around them with an outline, like a glitter or something. Then I thought, no, let's not take it too far, because I always do that. And 9 times out of 10, I regret it. So I'm glad that I didn't. But yeah, hopefully this has given you a bit of inspiration of some sort. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.